Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to Orlando. And so off the tip, it's New York. Hart with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones.
And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Back to Mitchell. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks off to a quick start here. 4-point game. Brunson outside. Stolen by Harden. On the wing, Harden. Shoots the three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Never scared to shoot from deep. The lefty stroke of Harden, oh man, it's so fun to watch.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Cavaliers. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl-Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Mitchell. From outside, off the mark. Here's Brunson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Pass to Mobley. Now, here's Strus. And here is Mitchell. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Brunson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Mobley with the block.
And that's the defensive player of the year there. Mobley with the denial, making sure the ball didn't get to the rim.
Now Hart. James Harden missing on the 3. Here's Anunoby. Off target from outside.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
When you think about what makes Evan Mobley such a special talent, Richard, what comes to mind for you?
Well, his defense is already outstanding for a player of his age. And so seeing him add another Defensive Player of the Year award in years to come, that's what he needs to do. He needs to continue to be an anchor.
Now Mitchell. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last 3-pointer.
Oh, Big Cat saying no way. And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Mitchell outside. Puts up a three. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now Merrill. And it's Wade in the corner. Back to Merrill. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. New York moving the ball around. Anunoby right side. It's stolen. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. It's deflected. Beyond the arc. Robinson pulls it in.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Anunoby in the corner. Off target with his three. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 9 points. It's rebounded by New York. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Brunson. Mobley with the rebound. And so here's Cleveland. The drive by Mitchell. And they're running. All going up court. Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Brunson. McBride on the wing. The rebound by Merrill. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Mitchell in the corner. Pass to Merrill. To the left wing. Here's Schroeder. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The kick out to Anunoby. Brunson, left side. Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
New York shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And both free throws good for Brunson.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Harden scanning the floor. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Shamet missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
On the wing, Harden. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. New York ahead. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Karl-Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you, Kevin.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Shamet. Good D by Harden. The Cavaliers trailed by 11. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. No good. His fifth missed shot from the field. He's made 3. And here are the Knicks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Towns, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
Harden missing again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
For 3, Harden nails it from way outside.
We know this about Harden. He's got every trick in that bag.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Over Harden. New York, no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Back to Robinson. Out to Brunson. Five on the clock. Takes the 3. And the Knicks miss again. The Cavaliers trailed by 8. Harden attacking. And another make to his scoring count. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
What a game from Harden. Filling it up. James, everyone knows this man is just a gifted scorer.
So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
Pass to McBride. Shamet on the wing. New York needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Harden outside, to the wing on the left. Mitchell outside. Pass to Merrill. Launches it. Harden missing again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brunson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Down low. Here's Shamet. Here's Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Defense should expect this from Harden. He rarely misses a chance to draw a shooting foul.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
It's tipped, and they get it back. Anunoby, right side. Rocket 2. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Strus with it. Nothing on the board. And the layup is good.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
Pass to Hart. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. On the wing, Nance. A kick out to Mobley. No good with the triple. New York leading by 5. Powell, Bridges. .156 left to play in the first half. Here's Brunson. And it's blocked. Mitchell with it. Brunson picks him up. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
New York, no good that time either.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Harden bounce pass. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. The triple from Mitchell.
You gotta chase Mitchell off that line, or else, oh, this man will torch you.
Pass to Robinson. Makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Stolen by Brunson. And Hart has it in the corner. Brunson, right side. Brunson being aggressive.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Pass to Mobley. Mitchell in the corner. Now Strus. Here's Harden on the wing. From past the arc. And the Cavaliers with another 3.
This is Harden's mindset. Consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Bridges shot. Good. Bridges got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
The Cavaliers have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Good on both. And here is Bridges. Just 3 on the clock. And it's off the back rim. No good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks out front, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Back to Harden. In the corner, it's Mobley. Rebounded by Hart.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Pass to Bridges. Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. For the tie. Offensive rebound. A kick out to Mobley. The wide open shot from Strus. He nails it. And we're tied up. Strus has got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Cavs. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Nance. The kick out to Towns. There's the try. And Towns throws it down.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Back to Mitchell. It's Strus on the wing. Pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Strong work in close by Harden.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Mobley looking it over. Kicks it out to Harden. And he banks in the lane. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
Brunson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Back to Brunson. Brunson takes off. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as this season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
The Cavaliers trailing. And here's Harden for 3. Brunson with some nice D.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down. And the answer is yes.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside, Towns. And the Knicks miss again. And the Cavaliers with possession. Mobley outside. It's Strus on the wing. It's Strus on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. And stolen by Hart. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges got 6 points.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
New York leading by 4. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Brunson. From downtown, Mobley with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. He's got 6. Pass to Nance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy's a point guard. Back to you.
Yep, a tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. What burst by Mitchell!
The speed of that first step is just what makes Mitchell so difficult to contain.
Anunoby outside. Hart outside. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Brunson. That one falls. Brunson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The Cavaliers trailed by 8. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And Harden is capable of giving you a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
New York leading by 6. Pass to Shamet. There's a screen by Robinson. And it's Shamet missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Arrow on the wing. Shamet with the steal. Here's Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And that's 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. Now Brunson, 16 points for him. There's a screen by Robinson. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Pass to Wade. Earl on the wing. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Brunson driving to the basket. And he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
For 3, Mitchell.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Towns down low. Rebound by Mitchell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden outside. Puts up a deep 3. No good. Shot missing. To the inside. Stolen by Mitchell. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's the 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. New York leading by 4. To the left side wing. That's a 2 from Towns. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Pass to Merrill. Cleveland moving the ball around. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 34.
Just an absolute ferocious score. When Harden gets a chance to score from the interior, he doesn't think twice about shooting.
Here is Robinson. Misses the layup. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Pass to Merrill. To tie it up. And he sinks the layup. 36 points for James Harden.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down. But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the number one reason why they're winning right now.
Here's Harden on the wing. Pass to Merrill. To take the lead. The rebound by McBride.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Out to the wing. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. Shamet with the steal. A solo fast break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Brunson, good.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Here's Harden, and he finishes nicely on the layup. 40 points for James Harden.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence out.
Towns wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Great awareness from Brunson. He draws the defense and able to kick it out for the open three.
Harden outside. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Harden's shot is off. And so Clarkson will bring it up with the Knicks. Pass to Robinson. Right side Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up. Get through.
Here's Tyson, defended by Towns. Here's Harden. Off on the layup. New York leading by 7. Pass to Towns. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now here's Harden. The layup missed. To the middle. Teardrop shot. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 20.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
From deep, Brunson. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harden. What a finesse finish on the lay-in.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Anunoby. Beyond the arc. And down goes the three.
You can't let Anunoby get those corner threes. That's his favorite shot. OG is money from there.
Harden. The three is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it misses. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The Cavaliers trailed by 13. Mitchell with it. Hard covering. Mobley. Count the basket.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
The long shot, no good. Cleveland now, time running out. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Outside, Anunoby. Down he goes for three.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Mitchell fires. No good from three. New York leading by 11. .127 left here in the fourth quarter. Got it to go off the glass.
And he's got the confidence Brunson playing out of his mind.
Mitchell, and hit the three.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell with the steal.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Knicks.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jalen Brunson.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Got a piece of it. Problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.